10 minutes until they open. Today's Tuesday. Yesterday was a bank holiday. We had some low volume day, but market moved massively, massively. That's where it opened, and it closed here. 1.4% move up on nothing, like on nothing, which is spectacular. But on Friday we had very, very, like, before the open, there was again Trumpish news. I been in a trade, but that wasn't my setup. I was afraid to hold. I was somewhere here, and I got out like for break even because market chopped here. I was afraid to get it back here. And also on Friday was my Black Friday. I'm not proud of it. I made really, really huge tilts. I had a tilt, revenge, etc. The market went up. It went to my target. Eventually, my target was here, but I got chopped out here. Okay, in 5 minutes. Right. Look, I made this trade. 2, 3. From here, I was expecting this to move the same amount, which exactly what happened. Exactly. But when I was here, I was seeing this. There was pivots, obviously, and I was seeing this as a target. Like, even this could be the target, like it went there, but I gave myself some room and I said, okay, let it be here, just here, tiny touch. So that's like 1.5. Market went there, but before that, I would have been stopped out, like here, or at break even. And so, okay, okay. And my target was hit. I was in a very, even added to my position here and here, and that was a good, solid. But then I saw, what the hell? Like, can it drop all the way? No. And it touched again the same target one more time. and after that it dropped and stopped me out for 0. Then I just blew up inside. And so we come here for today with this price action, with this, whatever it's called, fair value gap or something like that. That one was filled totally with this wick, like this candle. Then we went back. I don't know if I should mark this one because I think like this was this move. So right now I'm thinking that, well, unless we break to the downside, we should again test these ceiling, this ceiling in the air. Oh, again, it's lagging 4 seconds. Are you kidding me, bro? Like this lag. Why I am receiving that from time to time, I don't know. So we got what, 3 minutes till the open. Market is doing actually nothing. It will be opening inside Globex. Friday's range is right there left at the bottom. So we're opening above and above. Now, we're also opening here where we closed yesterday, so there's no gap up, no gap down. So considering all these things, I think also it's after the weekend, after bank holidays. News not really like very positive or something, but I have not really, I don't have really any Jeez, how am I supposed to work with this? So my perspective on all of this is that, like, what? That's that's that. What are we waiting for? Like, it's a big chop. We might go somewhere, sell this, sell that. Maybe that would be very sexy. Or maybe they pull back to here and then test again, just go through here to fill this whole gap. Because on ES, it doesn't like, look, on NQ, these ones went in, and then went in. On ES, on the other hand, it's like just a tiny touch on those both days. Right now on the Globex is a big inside, so I'm expecting that this guy will go today to here. Definitely. Like, this is not looking heavy. It's looking like exactly on the close of that day above Friday's high, and okay, there might be one possibility that I would like to test actually is, can we test the Thursday's low? Because on Friday we couldn't get above Thursday's high. We've been trading above. Second. See, Okay, so look, I would actually, what I would maybe think about is mm, Thursdays, this level, 28 100s. Again, we are lagging. That's super duper annoying. The the lag is just massive, which is sucking. Okay, so we are now starting to establish this opening range on ES. Also, we'll be trading on ES, maybe with my funded, maybe not. The delta, session delta, from positive now to zero, and like this candle is massively negative delta, but let's see if it can drop down, if it can sustain this bad thing. So here's what I like. I would like to get short in this one right now for a drop. I don't know how long that would be, but I would. Okay, just again. I would love to get short here. That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm saying. Is it like a very big risk, at least with one contract? 48, 50. Let's get in. Okay. This is my risk, and this is my target because I'm targeting the Thursdays. Wait, where's my target? Jesus, so laggy. I'm targeting. Where is my target? Mm, it. Wait a minute. This one. This is this ish. This. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Can I go on break even if something bad happens? Yeah, maybe. I even don't think. Okay, let's leave it right there. $50 for my that actually the problem is that it's like no, okay. I think we got this. I need to break down a little bit more. I like that we tagged there, but I still don't know what's gonna happen. Obviously, if we go above that in that area, so we are obviously trading another setup, which will get us in, even with more. Oh no no. Okay. Wait a minute. It just can be, choppy. Jesus. When I've been drawing this, it's not stopping. Okay, it's not stopping. Okay, 10 seconds. I need my measurements, boys. I need this. What's the target? 6. So I'm in 4 contracts. If that breaks, in 4 contracts more. If that goes below this area, I'm entering with 4 more contracts, and I'm risking this, and my target is obviously this. Don't lag. God damn it. Don't you lag. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. This was my with one contract initial thought. And this is the contracts that I'm gonna sell if it comes to this. Oh, no, 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 no. I wanna buy. Can I? Thank you. Jeez, oh, jeez. And now, if something happens, just leave it for one contract. Maybe I want to add, maybe I want to do something else. Now it's a bit. This one's tricky area. This one's like a pivot, tricky also. We got some stuff here to be considered. If we like, if we break it or not. We're in good money actually, and I would love this momentum to keep on going to the downside. And it looks like it wants to push, but I'm a bit afraid of this level right now. Plus, geez, wait, I'm not actually good in, I'm not exactly where I have, where I'm supposed to be. It's good that I am here, like a bit better. Nice. Okay. Can I add now? I don't know. I'm afraid that this momentum is just fake. Like not fake, but it's a very very long price action, and it was very instant. We tagged 200s now, which could be a pivot point. So I'm a bit afraid of, like, I want to see price action below here, maybe. Then there's this from that, from this and this. Let's see, let's see. It's like the pullback is a bit big right now from 200s, and the price just stalls here. And there's also like this, but if we can we like okay, can we touch that, which was just before the big empty drop, maybe. So that's what I'm thinking. If that could happen, then we're Gucci. I see orders coming up. Still, like this. I don't know. That's why I didn't want to add. Like it feels a bit chunky. This fast price action, this fast open drive, which can exhaust at some point. That was a best entry I could have, and right now we are having this pullback. I would love to see how it looks on 1 minute, but doesn't probably matter. But this wick to both sides, like, it's quite huge, and like, is it a pullback or is it a pivot right now? Mm, was this 200s like this psychological level where we are trading back above? I don't know, but well, since it didn't quite well reach my target, mm, I would still be on this. Like, it looks a bit chunky, like to say. I don't know if that's the word, but it's a bit concerning right now. Like, is this a like just a grab of that, and now we're gonna go up all the way? Because like it feels this one, this could be come back easily here and tag me out easily. I mean easily. With this volatility, this spread, I mean this market is moving side, like where it just, yeah, like, look, it's fast moving, it's really fast moving market. And Yeah, I know I had problems before with taking my orders, like just tiny touch before something happens, and then market turns around, goes my way. It happens a lot of times, but like right now, it looks, I don't know, it doesn't look good for me. Like there was that big momentum, big speed, everything, and then we had a pullback, which stands for something. Now there's like less speed in that, but as always, there's another wave coming up. There's always two waves in the market that tend to be, yeah, this is what I don't like to see. It's shitty view to be seeing if you consider another drop there. It's a pretty nasty wick, which might indicate me a bit of a momentum problem to the downside. They got bought up. Overall, this, yeah, like Trump is easing up, and like it might be that thing, but like it's just, it's a battle right now. Let's see who wins this battle. By the way, is there anything I should be looking at? Uh, yeah, let's see if this range keeps on ranging for another hour or so, and if we can come back here, which would be like nice to see for me. It would be like a nice thing to have today as for a win after these worst days in my life, like Friday and so on. Okay, so that's another good week for me, but this price action is disastrous. I mean, it could definitely easily go here. I have to accept the loss, okay? It's minus 250. This is what I do. This is how I trade. This is my loss. I have to accept it, but I have to wait for it because it might be like that, or it might be turn out to be a good winner, like that goes all the way where I'm expecting that to be, right? But I don't know that before I know. I don't know before I know. Okay. So this is now the 15-minute. This is stupid 15-minute orb that is forming. It's forming from here to here, right? This is exactly the middle where we are now trading. So what I would have loved to see that pull back to half of it. Is that like, am I talking real? Yeah, this is the 50. The pullback to here and then drift down. But since we're spending so much time right here in the middle of this 15-minute range, it concerns me that we might accept that and we continue up, like against me. On the other hand, there's lots of sellers here, right? And they don't want this price to go up. Who's gonna win? I don't know, but at the open we had lots of sellers, but they were not like this candle is sucks. Like this sucks. This all sucks. This sucks. And I see that it's gonna suck a lot. Okay? This price action is not what I like. It closed above 15-minute half range, which is like a big indication, and now we're trading inside again at the other side of my range, and we're gonna get stopped out. Okay. Pretty, pretty. When I close my trade, it always turns around. That's for sure. But when I don't close my trade, it always gets me stopped out. So I don't know what to say. Yeah. Okay. So now, so we got today what? Minus 250. I mean, I'm terrible on this. Not me. Did I? If that's where it turns around, that then it's where it turns around. Can we go above and to the moon? It's also a possibility for that to happen. For moon. 60. So I'm still have to be in 4 contracts. If we trade above this, we gonna buy 4 contracts. Okay, that might have been the thing. After that, we catch that, right? We bounce a little bit here, and then the moon is here, or at least here. This is my target then. Half of that. So that's a big target. That's where like I wanna be ish. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but now it's looking bullish. Now it's looking bullish. Obviously, I don't know what can happen. Now I would be long here. From here, I would be long. I don't know if I could be like long until here or here or here. What's the target of longs? So okay, I was not even half of it, so I'm not like bothering. It's all good. Now we'll be touching the 15 minutes also range, which is on the other side. We will be actually, I know we will blow out through that, so I'm just getting in this trade at that level to avoid some slippage. That's all I want to do, and to have a better risk to reward, like maybe here even, below 30s. That's the area where it totally will tag me in. If that's here or here, it will go above, and probably, most likely, it could drift down to my this. Well, that's a nice bottom. Let's wait for this one to play out, okay? It would be also very sexy if that is exactly there and we drift down again and tagged in and a loss. I take a loss before because of that, so maybe actually can I buy now? I know I'm jumping the gun just a little bit, but I'm expecting this still to be a nice move to the upside. Because that accepted this 15-minute range-ish, which was like right here, and yeah, we are off to the races. And if I get there, I will then add to my position because I can add one, two, three. I can add three. No, 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 no. Maybe one. Well, two definitely would be a plausible thing. I think like it's what would be that? Jesus, why it's so lagging, or am I nervous? Six, yeah, 110. Perfect, perfect. Two, please, for me, okay? Two, please, for me. Two contracts, please, for me. And that will be exactly my risk with the better reward. Well, that would be funny if that doesn't go, but from all of this, it looked like it's really plausible to go upstairs and to go for the highs. Yes, yes. No, this is a weird area. Why are we stopping here? Are you waiting for that? What are we waiting for? Will we dip before we rip? That's the question. Maybe I should hold that below that, just a tiny touch, or below that, up until we go through that. Just, it stopped so much. It just seems like maybe there's a possibility that this is like a tiny pullback for that. I don't know. It's like a weird stop here, market dries out. This big move, and now we are just sliding in this area with this big, like, what the, what am I missing? I'm not missing anything. What I'm missing is discipline to wait for my signal, to get in the trade. That's what I'm missing, probably. This is the worst part of all that. It goes, and then it just dries out. But it's still looking bullish. Okay, I'll have to move my stop to here. In any case. I will get into these two contracts, like no matter what. I feel that I see that. It's quite nice that I'm okay. There was nice. Okay, perfect. Now perfect perfect entry, perfect everything. This is my risk. This is where I want to be. This is also like in 4 minutes, we'll have another the school run trade. Okay, that was 15-minute range break. Let's see where could it pull back. Yeah, if it pull backs, I'm dead. To 50, I'm dead. Here-ish, VWAP again. 250. I don't know. But still, this is a signal. I'm in with a better position than I could be, which is great. So I'm targeting like a bigger win with the same risk, which is sweet. Because if we go actually like if we blow out through here, I'm willing to take this trade, this target. But also we could be actually going backwards. I don't know. Should I take off some and leave two running? But I take then those, right? I mean, how many? Yeah, those. I take those two and then two of those and this one. How mad I would be actually, but yeah, this is also like a plausible pullback very much area, these highs. I know we can go through them, but also we can go back into this range. This is also Monday, like Monday-ish, because we had bank holiday, right? I would like to see these 50% area to be taken out, like this kind of resistance, and then go to another area, which is there, which is my target right now. If I would be here, I would be targeting even more. Okay, so that's let's see, can we go up? I mean, can we take out the this this this? I mean, I'm looking for that so much. And also there's a pivot for me there. Maybe I actually seriously could leave that. Like, I could. Can I sell four? One, two, three, four. Like, sell four and leave two on. This will be the two of the bottom ones. And then the last two ones over there. Okay, so we got news in 6 seconds, and it depends. Will we go above all this? Yeah, I'm triggered. Okay, so fuck. Do I wanna? No, I don't. I can do it on demo. Okay. Yeah, this is like this one, and probably this one. I just have to. I have to admit, I don't really. Okay, this is the risk, and this is the profit, right? I know it's on demo, it's just one, like one, but, and it's a perfect. I want to add, like I would do also the add with this possibility to tag that. Okay, this is this one, but I want to get in like massive. I know the pivot, I understand that, but I have a big possibility of tagging that. How is my target looking like? We blew through that with the big force. Now we have a, I mean, again, see the profit? I'm like on profit wise, I'm already up a lot. If I take that, I cover my loss and I'm up. But I still don't want to do this. I still don't want to do this. I still want to like follow my process. Maybe actually what I would not like to have is totally lost. So let's take this one to today's break even day then. And can we like come back here? I a bit doubt. Like I feel the momentum to the upside. I hope that will not dry out on both of these equities. Come on, man, come on. Make me like don't regret my choices. The momentum is still there. We can definitely touch those highs again, which I'm targeting even a little bit below these highs. Mm, do I wanna have that full profit takeout at that stage? Fuck. Maybe, yeah, maybe, you know, I would be very devastated if I would be like watching this to come back to get to minus something and not to do it. So I know it's a big possibility right now today for this to go up there, but somehow I just want this huge position to work out. Huge position. I mean, it's a huge position today. It's so frustrating. I want to take that out so much. I want to take it out so badly. fuck's sakes. Jesus, my nerves are racking. I'm just well, that's like two ticks above, below, whatever. It just feels like it still has some juice, but that juice is just dried out. Oh, you don't imagine how that feels. Oh boy, this is a demolition derby. If Yes is coming back, I'm pretty confident because Yes still has some juice to the upside. Also, it has a lot of juice to the upside considering that was the high of that. So this is such a weird place, just jumps back and forth like a mule. Mm. It's just a numbers game. It's just numbers game. Probabilities, numbers, you know, here is that pull to the upside on that. Will it follow? Oh boy, that's my target coming up. Please. Like there's not a lot left. I think you can have it, right? You can do it easily. Like one more little push and we're good to go. Thank you. I wonder will that like reach that. It didn't reach that yet. But that will reach. That also is also like definitely break even. It's not break even, I know, but like from standpoint of view, like this is definitely break even. It's above 50 area and we're still pushing, still will going. That was nerve-wracking like shit. I lost all my body cells on this one. I'm up. What's that? 600 for today. Will that like it looks like, it's gonna blow there and never even try to look back. How long will that take? I don't know. Was that by the way also a setup success? Yes, that was. Wow. Oh man. My headache. I mean, bro. Trading is the hardest thing you can do on earth, I'm telling you. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but sometimes it's massively. But you know what? Yeah, I was like here, and I was also here, by the way. I entered the first one here when that was here. Is it still going? Yeah, I'm definitely seeing that as a target. Definitely. It's breaking the highs. It will go up, but okay, I will leave this stream on for the sake of love. And to see whether it plays out or not. I truly would love to see this one as a target. Um, can I do that? Like between those, somewhere. But I mean, touch of that, touch of that. Will it happen? I don't know. But when you think about it, like I entered 4 contracts here. I saw the wick to here, then it like a fast pull up above the VWAP, and then continued like play here. I had the risk of 250 in this like 15-minute ish range. In this range, right? Okay, so many. There's nothing to stop it. There's nothing to stop it. ES is also take profit, which is sweet. Very sweet. Jesus, thank you for that. Mm, yeah, I like I smacked my entries here, but never mind. Like there's nothing to stop it. You know, there's nothing to stop. Even to here, like there's an open area, like open area. Will we cover that today? I doubt it. There's not enough of good news, but to to tag that to 50 to 400, perfect. I think that would be perfect. So one loss, one win. That was nerve wracking. That target was nerve wracking, boys. Look the amount. Like there was logical target probably. Like the highs, no, we can pull back another logical target there, but that depends how market reacts in this range. Oh boy, I'm glad myself. I'm so happy about myself. First of all, there's one thing that bothers me. I entered before actually trade happened and I did not add on it. You know, I was sitting ducks. I didn't add. I added here, like those 2 contracts for risk of that. Then I saw the news break out to here, and I moved my stop to where that to here, then there, but I didn't add. I didn't do like let's do a break even trade, but add massively because it truly looked good, right? I didn't add anywhere on that. I made this decision to be in this trade before, like, because it looked like a sweep, like longs covering sweep of liquidity, maybe stops, popped, like that all move, that all move looked thin. I don't know how to explain, but I was telling it uh, live because that move looked unsustainable. Like maybe I could have hit that target, you know? But on the other hand, I didn't have any targets here. I had this one maybe for sake of pivot, right? But my target was the lows of today, and also that was the lows of one. Wait, which one? 100s, right? The, wait, what? I was starting, yeah, here, yeah. So for this like support, right? So like it looked not good on live, totally. Like that was on thin. Like the movement of that area was thin. Now here it's not that dangerous. It looks like Jesus, and we are going still up. I mean, is that like double the target? If that's 1 to 3, almost. Yeah, that would be like double that. So that looked unsustainable. Like this thin market, big slippage. I don't know how it's called, but that looked like it can snap back up just instantly. The volume is not bad. Like volume is not bad, but the way the moves were made, like that didn't look good. You know, jeez. Sayonara. I mean, I took my target. So to finish up, I entered too early on this one. I entered too early on this one, but I had very, very little risk. Like just a tiny touch, to just a little touch. Maybe I should have done the same here, like for sake of my next time. If I want to jump the gun, at least jump with a very, very small risk, right? Jesus, that like there's days where I tell myself, yeah, that's the target, that and it reaches that target, but before that it goes down like on Friday, stops me out, and then comes back. Today, there's no stopping. Like there's no stopping in that. So that's my. But I would be so pissed and so upset after Friday. Now today is a recovery day. I'm not mad on myself. So next time maybe enter with little like I did here, little contract, then I added more like for my full risk because it triggered my setup. But this also like I've seen that so many times. When it starts to break something, it actually broke, came back, and then retested like this area, this lows, recent lows, and then it went. So maybe I could have said to myself, look, this is where like this should be like the lows, the another side of the wick where my risk is with this one, so it's like 30 points away. So let's take 60 points, like exactly where that was. Let's take 60 points. Maybe because after the break with this like structure, that would have been like perfect trade, you know, opportunity just to take some profits and that's it. But this setup told me to hold there. Like also this one could have been like maybe to get out at this area, but that had been too early. maybe at this high to get out. Damn, so beautiful price action. It goes, it goes, it goes, it goes, it goes. Brother from another mother. There's nothing stopping it. I'm telling you, there's nothing stopping. Like these big candles, like also this one. I mean, also here, like I saw that come back above VWAP, got rejected, came back up below VWAP, got rejected, came back above VWAP, and also got rejected below this low, which tells me like this is done. Like this market is done, right? But also what I actually was a bit afraid. Okay, I told everything. Like there's so much in my head to be fair with you, and it's like it feels like I feel the market, but I do not know how to execute it properly. I'm afraid, hesitant. Also, like here, when it came back, when it closed above this one, and I said like it's accepting inside 15-minute range. No, here, yeah, and even not the 15-minute range, but even uh, on the other side of 50% of like inside of inside. So that's a bad sign. And also it went here and then stayed here, because if that like the the most scenarios that I would expect it to be like a pullback to a 15-minute orb, but to half of it, to pull back, test the half. Well, the previous that is to pull back from that far away. Well, it's a possibility, but it's so like a big range. It feels like it tested here before, and it still pulls down, and then that's it. I'm not considering this one as a pivot anymore. Like for me, it was done, and then we touched that when we went like this is a 15-minute orb, and this is the middle. When we went in and traded here in this range, I actually truly thought that this is my trade is not working. It's not coming back all the way now through that 50, then 15-minute range, and then all the way down. That's not coming in. It always can happen, but it didn't felt right. When it didn't felt right before, like on Friday, what happened? I took out my uh, position right here, which was not break even, or right here, and it traded back up. So that's what happened on Friday. Like I didn't felt like this trade is going to break out. Okay, I have to close it here, and straight away it turned around. So after such experiences, I tend to leave that on, I tend to just stay there. Stop loss, stay there, okay? Then my thought process after the turned around, this is my true entry, but that stayed there, it felt like it's 15-minute range, it's trading in the upper side of trade 15-minute range. It will definitely tag me in. Like the speed, the momentum, the everything will definitely tag me if I put my entry like right here, right? So that will definitely tag me in. Like at least if it's a fake tagging or not, it will do it. So why not to get in the trade right here where it's quite a good position to take entry with the stop loss right here, probably, right? So I think that was not the worst idea. Like from the hindsight, it was the best idea I've ever made. But like to enter, maybe I should have entered with a like smaller risk for bigger like target if I want to enter here, but with another side, which is like maybe two contracts that would be, and to enter another few contracts right here, and like that would be it's not stopping, it's just not stopping. What ES is doing. Oh my nah. Okay, so if I would see ES like right here, that may be a sign of take out the orders from NQ. It's just like this. It's ching, like you see entry. I mean, bro, the entry and then the target, and then the second target is 222. Oh my lord! That day, this day, like, oh boy. Nice, nice. That's nice. I mean, I'm happy. I know it's not on my funded, but I quite like the yes. It's 50% chance for this. For this, it's 30. Let me be exact. It's 31% chance. So that's a very, very slim chance. But from the structure point, if we continue, we can easily go to the highs of London, which would be perfect target. Like, but this is 52% chance, 52% chance of having this one with this risk. Like, that's a massively profitable trade. Okay, so let's come back here. I mean, I still talk. I'm so pumped. I cannot stop talking. I mean, that will definitely go here. Like to this, maybe 400 is a danger zone. Maybe there will be lots of sellers here and it cannot tag the 400s anymore. But also, I think that this might be. It's not. Jeez. Jiggling. So, next time, what I could do better is to enter few, like one contract maybe here, move my stop loss here, because that's like to come back all the way here. I don't think so, and it's nice timing. The ad for that position would have been plausible and very good. I added, I know, on yes, I entered with one contract. I added many of that because I saw like this is definitely going to be taken out. Like this is from here, why you should pull back. Like this pivot, no, it doesn't work that much. I mean, maybe I gave too much risk for all of this, but I had to enter here. I know. Still, that's a nice trade. That's a nice trade. That's a nice loss. Obviously, nice loss. I mean, definitely, it's a nice loss. I had it here. No problem with that. Nice entry, nice everything. Okay, I'm having a headache. Plus, also, I have another setup that had this target, but so maybe here would have been like logical to add something that was news like do and here add there because like there was setup trigger, you know, and can we pull back and continue? So that was setup trigger, so maybe I could have added here for a sake of with this move my stop loss to break even. But now I had my stop loss on not break even. I had it on break even for today. but not the break even for overall, which could have resulted me in a bigger win if I would have told myself, okay, it can go to zero. I add more contracts. I like the stop loss place. Like I truly liked when it was okay. We can delete. No, we can delete that. I liked when it was here, so I could add it one contract. I liked when it was here. I could have added one contract. Just to move my stop loss where I want it for a break even. Maybe that's actually what I thought to myself on days before, that I'd rather maybe add when I can still be on a break even rather than to risk the same, like 250, add, move my stop loss, still 250, but moved my stop loss, add, 250, add. Maybe it would be more like psychological and overall beneficial to be like price goes, break even, and then I add and still break even, break even, break even. Because if that comes down to me and it stops me out on minus 250 on my risk, then probably I would be more dissatisfied and more tilted. And for example, it turns around, right? So I'm stopped out. I'm stopped out for my full risk, and just to see that the market continues to drift to my direction. But if I'm like stopped out for zero, that's like no trade. Didn't lose, I didn't win, but it's just like, I tried to get in big position. It didn't happen, so that would be more beneficial to me. Okay, um, I still want to leave this on just to see. Maybe in I've been talking now for 15 minutes or so, because when did my trade close? Oh man, I've been talking for 20 25 minutes. I've been just talking for 25 minutes. I'm so excited. Time goes by. Oh, brother from another mother. Oh, jeez. But this is Friday's lesson. Like, bad lesson, or I don't know. Like, to take the profit at the target. Where's my target? Take the profit, but just the build position maximum you can up to the target. Because the next target might not come, and I would be very frustrated. Maybe like it goes, for example, like this candle, and it seems like it's going, but it turns around and becomes red, and I got zero. So yes, 2 to 1, 3 to 1. I mean, like now it's 2 to 1, 2 to 1 risk to reward, reward to risk. Reward is 2, risk 1. 2 to 4, 1 to 4. Sorry, 1 to 4, risk 1, 4 reward. The possibility of that is less than 30%. So take partials. I don't like take partials, to be fair with you, because if I take partial here and it turns around and stops me at like minus or break even, that's frustrating. I would rather like know and feel that I can build like tomorrow. For example, let's say I had a break even trade like on Friday. I knew I should stop trading, like, but I didn't. I know. Actually, I was not in break even, by the way. I was still up some hundreds, and then I started to overtrade. I was up 180, 200, and I got stopped out as minus 700. Perfect. So, where was I? My brain's not working anymore, but that's such a nice, like, yeah, so, like, I feel inside that it would be more beneficial for my psychology and for my brain to get stopped out at a break even, but with the possibility of a big position, than to have a bigger target. Like my first target is hit, but I take partials for a bigger target, but market turns around and I got stopped out for zero or even for minus something. Then I see like my target was hit, but I somehow took just partial, and that didn't work out. And my position was not big enough even to cover my previous loss. So I'm down to zero. So that's like all the 90% of the traders that are winning more times, but those wins are like almost two times less than losses. So I want to be in those little percentage of traders that I'm betting for a huge win, but less possibility instead of huge huge possibility of win but little win. So okay, so I'm off. I just want to leave this. Like the frustration right now. What I would feel like that was here. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, so thank you for watching me myself.